Hey, Briggs, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan, not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot goes in.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Ball taking his time here. Kicks it out to Covington. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Edwards passes to Russell. No good from outside. Ball against Russell. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now here's Towns. Gobert finds Towns. Shoots it up. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Here is Wall. He has 5. Jacks up a 3. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. All with it, picked up by Rivers. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now here's Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Ball against Russell. Here's George. That one's off. Still out of sync. Timberwolves leading by 4. Russell left side. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Covington kicks to Wall. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Towns down low. Covington's there. And the dunk by Towns.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Outside, George. They need this one, and it's George finishing it off.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves ahead. They lead.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Now here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Fires for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell with it. He's picked up by Wall. Out to Russell. Outside Edwards. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wall passes to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Timberwolves leading by 9. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Now here's Wall. He has 7. Outside Covington. Wall kicks to Covington. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Covington's got his first basket.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
The pass to Towns. Out to Russell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And Towns drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
George against Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
And George drops them both.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Edwards a screen on Wall. Russell dishes to Edwards. Excellent D there from George.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Paul George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Russell passes to Gobert. Towns down low, defended by Covington, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
All with it, now guarded by Towns. Here's Covington, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
No question, he got locked on that shot.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Covington, he gets underappreciated, but guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit three-point shots. That's a lot of complimentary stuff.
Edwards kicks to Rivers. Towns down low. He goes up again, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great hit.
Your Clippers, 19. The Timberwolves, 28.
Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. McDaniels is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in a 2-guard. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Fans, let's give up a LA welcome to
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Give it up for your Clippers Spirit Dance Team.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jordan McLaughlin.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Finals.
Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Now here's Jackson, and there it is for him.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. Three-pointer. Man can't hit. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Krill's the three-pointer.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Now McDaniels. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Stolen by Jackson. Batum scanning the floor. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. That one, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Right wing to the inside. And the foul called on Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Timberwolves call time. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Terrence Mann. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's John Wall in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here is Russell. Rivers kicks to Towns. To end the cold streak. Good work defensively by Morris.
2 minutes remaining.
Clippers trail by 4.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Morris. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:49 left in the third. Stolen by Rivers.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Also looking around. Back to Edwards. Unable to get that one. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Wall wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Wall's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And if he gets...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this was the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
He hits the second from the line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Outside for George. Leonard inside. Russell's there. Leonard the pass to Zubac. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Towns. Morris with the rebound. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 10-1 run right now. And here's Leonard. Here's George. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. And here's Edwards from the arc. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter. And
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team.
how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
That's a good all-around effort by Austin Rivers. Good one-on-one defender on that possession and developing his weak side recognition.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Well, it's one thing in a game to do a great job of drawing fouls, but going to the free throw line and delivering, that's another.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Rivers kicks to Edwards. 4 on the clock. Launches a three. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Wall. Feeds to Leonard. The three. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Russell. Morris against Towns. He kicks to Gobert. And he finishes nicely on the lane. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Now here is George. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. There's the triple. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And here's Russell after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
Russell plays with such great change in pace and deceiving the defense right there. Got the D out of position.
And the first one drops.
Shooting for Minnesota, D'Angelo.
And so Russell hits them both. Clippers trail by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Wall passes to Zubac. It's stolen by Gobert. whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
On defense, the Clippers. Russell high post. 6 to shoot. Edwards kicks to Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now, here is George. And the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Back to George. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Russell against Wall. Russell dishes to Rivers. Towns down low, covered by Morris. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 3. Outside, Wall. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside, Edwards. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Outside for George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Taking 2 shots.
Previous players under
it is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And with the game in the balance, PG is a good bet to deliver. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Oh, here's Edwards. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the Clippers pick up 2. Edwards with it. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Misses the tray. And the Clippers call time here.
Hey fans, it's now time to get started. Come on, let's hear it for your Clipper breaker. Let's get loud.
Here's Zubac.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And timeout called by Chris Finch. What's your take, guys?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. Not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. All right, David, great job.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sport. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the 3 slot. Now here's Morant. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Here's Adams. Outside for Brooks. Jackson with it. Towns covering. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. The drive by Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
He does not get the second one. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Morant. Second shot opportunity. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bain. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Morant. Outside Bain. Puts it up. And that one's long. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Rivers. The kick out to Edwards. Fires for 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Here's Morant. Uses the glass on the layup.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Morant against Russell. And he's going for the lob. And Edwards slams it in.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability.
Oh,
What you say?
oh my goodness.
Come on now. So explosive coming off the screen.
Morant is sudden and deadly.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. The three ball. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis trailing here. The try by Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now here's Adams. Defended by Gobert. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. From behind the arc. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
On the wing, Rivers. Brooks defending. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. From deep, Payne. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Stolen by Bane. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, my! Big time right there.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call it ladder climber.
Second personal foul.
Free throw is good from Russell.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Brooks. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Russell. The rebound by Jackson. Outside Morant. 3 seconds left.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
And that does it for the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Rivers. Brooks defending. To the wing on the left. Back to Rivers. From downtown. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Payne, the pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. Now Morant. Adams inside. Towns on him. Pass to Jackson. Back to Payne. Now here's Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Morant, no good. Minnesota in the lead. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Payne. Up top, Edwards. He's got 9. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Morant, the double clutch, and the layup is up and in. Morant's got 9.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
Steps back. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
From deep, Morant. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge,
Previous play is under
many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. 13 feet out. Morant missing again.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Oh, and Jackson with the block. Payne, the pass to Adams. Minnesota with a rebound. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Russell against Morant. Russell into the lane. Outside Edwards. Doesn't go for him. And Memphis taking it the other way down. Here's Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. 1:15 left in the first half. Now here's Russell. Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Payne with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Brooks from outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
And I don't think we can ignore the activity they've shown on the defensive end. Plenty of quick hands, and it's resulted in a number of steals.
They need this. Russell. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
43 seconds left in the first half of this one. And here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. To the inside. And stolen by Gobert. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And here's Edwards outside. No good. He's shooting only 3 for 10 so far. Here's Conchar. From deep three-point range. The shot that time not on target. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you got to like what John Moran has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So for Minnesota right now, we've got Jordan McLaughlin, Jaden McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Noel in at the 2. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Noel. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis leading. Pass to Jones. That one is off. McDaniels with some nice D. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Timberwolves shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's McLaughlin. There's the drive. Count that bucket. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
And the defense to me looks a little stale, like week-old bread. I mean, they made that way too easy for him. They need to get back into the flow here.
Here's Green. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
When you take a look at the former second-round pick, Danny Green, he's done a really nice job carving out a lengthy career in the league.
And for years, Green has proven he can be counted on. He's a key piece on some title teams, Clark.
Yeah, he's got multiple championship rings to vouch for that, to speak to that. I mean, he's the definition of a 3-and-D swingman. Actually may have been one of the guys that were looked at in creating that definition if you go back several years. He's provided lockdown defense wherever he's been and timely shot making too.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting only 36% so far in this game. Pass to Tillman. And here's Jones. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Off target at the rim. Here's McDaniels. Back to Prince. And there's a 3-second violation. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
It's that time of the game, everybody. Come on, and give a round of applause for your Grizzlies breakers. Your Grizzlies breakers. Let them hear it.
Jones with the ball. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Conchar. Cash money on the open jump shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Reid for 3. Sinks it from distance. Reid's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Stolen by Reid. Here's Noel. It's McDaniels on the wing.
Grizzlies foul. John Conchar. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. McLaughlin's shot is good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Jones up top. Oh, and Reid with a block. 3 on 3. Pass to Noel. 1:27 left in the third. Here's Prince. Back to Noel. 5 on the clock. For the lead. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Now here's Green. And the layup is good.
You know, we all think of Green as a shooter, and he is, but he's capable of more than that. He scores in other ways, too. Sneaky athleticism.
And Minnesota calls time here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's Rivers. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Towns. Back to Rivers. Towns with the ball. Shot clock at 5.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
No good on that one.
Paul Anthony taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Left side Morant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Second team.
And he makes a first.
At the line for Memphis, John Morant.
And Morant drops them both.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Morant and Payne in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Morant against Russell. Edwards for 3. Oh, drew the foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, we take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 22 points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
It's Edwards on the wing. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Outside for Morant. Clock at 6. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Look at the mechanics on Morant's shot. He can totally trust himself to hit the quick jumper.
Edwards against Bane. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Steven Adams.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Outside Morant. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Here's Morant. Second chance effort. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Outside Morant. Outside Bane. With the crossover, and that's 2 points on the layup. Bane's got his first bucket in this one.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Up top, Edwards, guarded by Bane. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Morant, the pass to Bane. Outside for Morant. Back to Bane. Jackson on the wing. Over Towns. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Brooks against Russell. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Here's Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're in front by 1. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to Morant. Oh, sweet move. And then Morant with the dunk.
Can you say prime time player? Morant, he enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Edwards against Bane. Here's Gobert. And the layup falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Outside Morant. Brooks outside. Pass to Bane. Second chance shot. Here's Moran. Cash.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Outside Edwards. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Second chance effort. Pass to Rivers. Picked by Gobert. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Moran. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 1. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
And we're going to have a jump ball. For the win! Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish.
Anticipating a high scoring affair in this one. Of course, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Oh, it's just an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the small forward. Now, here is Russell. There's the three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Russell kicks to Rivers. Gobert with the screen on Paul. Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Pass to Towns. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Rivers. Back to Towns. 4 on the shot clock. From the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Russell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Booker outside. And again, it's the Suns missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. A shot that time, not on target.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's Edwards. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. From outside the arc. Towns, no luck. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's Russell with the drive. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
Now here's Paul. He dishes it to Booker. Can they get it? Phoenix, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Suns have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Knocked loose. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Gobert dishes to Edwards. 1:02 left in the first quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ayton a screen on Rivers. Booker the pass to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And the Suns miss again. Now the Timberwolves with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Rivers finds Edwards. Down low. Here's Here's Towns. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
If Karl Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
Paul passes to Booker. Bridges outside. Elbow shot. That shot is off. For 3, Edwards. And that one released in time, but no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up 6. And we'll get the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Rivers in at the small forward position. And stolen by Ayton.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is crucial part of the defense for these guys.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Edwards with the screen for Rivers. Deflects the pass. Paul against Russell. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Timberwolves leading by 4. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Here's Paul. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Edwards dishes to Russell. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The shot's good from Paul.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Russell with it. He's got 6. Just 5 on the clock. Rivers looking over the floor. Here's Gobert, banked in off the glass.
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul from past the arc. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Now, Chris Paul is an elite shooter. The efficiency is there, especially in the catch-and-shoot game.
Paul against Russell. Towns a screen on Paul. Russell passes to Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal dribble from deep. Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Rivers a screen on Crowder. Towns kicks to Rivers. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Ball outside. A three-pointer, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. Back to Russell. Edwards looking it over. Driving to the basket.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
35 seconds left in the second quarter. Paul kicks to Bridges. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Russell against Paul. Passes it to Rivers. 16 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Towns with the steal. And some good action to the Phoenix. So much, David, and we'll score.
16, the Timberwolves, 21.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And Paul puts up a deep 3, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards, outside Towns. This one for 3. The putback, Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 5. Here's Crowder. It's stolen by Edwards. What a terrific move that was. 8 points for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
The drive by Paul. The kick out to Crowder. That's the 3 fly. Lock at 6. The 9-foot shot uses the glass to drop it in. Crowder's got 6.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Suns trail by 5. And here's Payne. The pass to Shamet. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Towns down low. Johnson's there. Basket good. He has 7.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Payne passes to Johnson. Back to Payne. Ball's not loose. 5 on the clock. Johnson inside. Defended by Towns. Off target at the rim. Left side, Edwards. Towns against Sharish. Towns down low. Rivers gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Sharish has the open look. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota leading by 4. Russell dishes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Edwards, a screen on Paul. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Pass to Booker. To the middle. And Ayton gets double teamed. Lets it go from deep. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Booker.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Booker. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to McLaughlin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Minnesota on top. They lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Prince out there with McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Reed. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot by McDaniels, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Shot by Crowder, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Noel, defended by Booker. McDaniels passes to Reed. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ball looking over the floor. The feed to Bridges. Booker with no one around. It's good. This game is all even.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Prince misses. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And there's the foul. And it's on Torian Prince. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Towns with the steal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
Ball outside. Inside. Ayton. Gobert with the block. Outside, Russell. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Rivers kicks to Russell. 6 to shoot. Crowder against Towns. And Towns throws it down.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Russell against Paul. Trying to get open is Crowder. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Booker against Edwards. He kicks it to Towns. Back to Edwards. For Booker. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Booker the pass to Ayton. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bridges inside. He's guarded by Rivers.
Well, this is huge for Austin Rivers. When he's making an impact defensively, it lifts his team.
Oh, here's Edwards. Passes to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Crowder. And no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Bridges. And it's Crowder, top of the key. And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix, no good that time either.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Outside, Russell. Up top, Rivers. Over Bridges. Rivers can't get it to go. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Trying to end the drought. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with...
Now let's meet the starters for the Clippers.
Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at point. George's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Wall against Russell. The kick out to Morris. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Rivers from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
Ooh, slick move. Excellent timing and fast hands led to the steal.
Pass to Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
Rudy's showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Wall, the pass to Leonard. He can't hit that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Rivers. George defending. Oh, George with a steal. It's tipped. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Deflected by Gobert.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now here's Russell. Gobert on the high post. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George, displays strong timing and discipline.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
4 on the clock. Wall, he's open. Knocks it loose. And he stays with it. George for 3. Can't hit that one. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Rivers.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Russell against George. Fires from deep. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers trail. From behind the arc. George with another miss. Right side Edwards. Here's Russell. Back to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Driving to the basket. They recover it. Gobert passes to Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Wall. A shot to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Rivers. And here's Minnesota now. finish.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. It's deflected. Outside Russell. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Wall with it. From deep. And it's Wall again missing. Russell against Wall. Russell, that's good.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Here's Russell. And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Outside Russell, puts up a 3, knocks it down from distance. Russell's got 5 now.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many
2 shots.
Previous play is under review.
disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Awesome t-shirts. All right, fans, let me hear you give it up for your Timberwolves dancers.
The first one falls, and any time a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Here's Wall, and he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
And here's Russell. He's got 5. to Rivers. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, Gobert. Tip back in for 2.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Outside Wall. Now George. Back to Wall. He got a piece of it. Leonard passes to Wall. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. Rebound Minnesota.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Got it. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D. Just pushing his way to a shot. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Russell finds Edwards. And no good. Ooh, nice D from George. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And Minnesota calls time here. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
13 foul. 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Here's Russell. He's got 5. Pass to Rivers. Edwards against George. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. Timeout called, the Clippers.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Russell against Wall. The kick out to Morris. There's 1:34 left in the first half. For 3, George. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. 1 minute left in the second. Now Wall. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And the Clippers miss again.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Edwards for 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. ball against Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
23 seconds left in the first half. Leonard passes to George. Now here's Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard outside. Can they get it?
Boy, he's focused. Rivers has the intensity and size to defend at a high level.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half.
26, the Clippers, 10.
Gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Torian Prince is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the 2. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
And the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And it's in there.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Batum. Nifty move. McDaniels with some nice D.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Pass to Noel. The 3 ball. Batum pulls it in. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Kicks it out to Jackson. And there's the drive. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Jackson's got his second basket.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Pass to Noel. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
Jackson for 3. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Pass to Reid. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Noel, that's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Jackson outside. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And the layup is good off the glass. Jackson's got 6 points.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McLaughlin. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. And another three from Minnesota.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Up top, Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. Back to Noel. Launches a three. He's off on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Covington passes to Batum. Lets the three fly. And it's Noel with a rebound. Minnesota has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
The Clippers call timeout.
All right, everybody, time to get on your feet and make some noise.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. For the Clippers, 27 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Russell, the pass to Edwards. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Here's Russell. And that one hits the back iron. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the one. Tipped away. Here's Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound and the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tipping.
Ball with it, George outside. Back to Wall. 5 on the clock. From deep. And they recover it. Here's George. Leonard, right side. Pass to Wall. He takes it in. Zubats with it. And stolen by Gobert. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And the foul called on John Wall. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Russell. From deep three-point range. Kept alive by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
And here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. George outside. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George passes to Morris. Clock is at 3. Goes up on the baseline. Ball no good.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Russell against Wall. Now here's Russell. He's covered closely. Kept alive. The kick out to Edwards. There's the 3. Nails it from 3.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Leonard for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They have thrown themselves on the offensive glass. And because of their hustle, they are being rewarded with second chance points.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now. Shot to end the cold streak. And the dunk by Leonard.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Outside Russell. Beyond the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Ball, the pass to Zubac. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
The Clippers on D. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Russell from outside. Another miss by Russell.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Now Russell. From deep. And the miss. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday. Boy, these two teams are on the rise, RJ. Some fantastic young talent on display on both sides.
Oh, the future is bright, and these guys are the future. But don't look over the present, because they are already so exciting to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun courtside.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Towns with the steal. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert finds Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. It's hauled in by Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Adams with the screen on Russell. Nasty move. And it's Morant missing.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Towns the pass to Russell. Outside Edwards. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Jackson a screen on Russell. They get it again. And Jackson gets it to go.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. Pocket 4. Shoots over Adams. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Towns.
Not a whole lot you can do. Even when Gobert is under pressure, he finds a way to finish.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
Here's Adams following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Out to Morant. 1:44 left in the first. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Outside Russell. Dishes it to Gobert. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away from
Steven Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Russell against Morant. Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Morant passes to Adams, so they take the lead. Adams has got 6 points.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Outside Edwards. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. With the crossover, a rebound by the Timberwolves. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Russell finds Rivers. Towns down low, guarded by Morant. Has to Gobert. Adams, some nice D. That will count. No good on that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by a bucket.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chances.
Oh my goodness, the slam!
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Minnesota calls timeout.
All right, Timberwolves fans, here comes the First Avenue Breaker. All right, everyone, give a big hand to your First Avenue Breaker.
Timberwolves trail by 4.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
They throw good, Edwards. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Morant.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards against Bain. Out to Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brooks outside. Morant outside. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
And the Timberwolves call time. The Timberwolves shooting 33% for the night. That's a big throw to their side right now. The kick out to Towns. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant passes to Bing. Five to shoot. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Here's Morant. misses off the right iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Towns dishes to Edwards. Out to Russell. From the arc. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Here's Morant. Driving in. And then Morant slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Out to Russell for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Outside, Dane. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Morant, that one goes. Just count it. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Brooks against Rivers. The kick out to Towns. Here's Edwards. And there's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
And how about athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Memphis leading. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Bain. Passes it to Brooks. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And he makes both free throws. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside, Edwards. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Morant outside. 6 to shoot. Yep, that one goes. 16 points for him.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He totaled 14 points.
The Grizzlies, 26.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Tyus Jones, and it's Conchar in at the 2 guard. To the middle, stolen by McDaniels. Prince in the corner. The pass to McLaughlin. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And he lays it straight in. McLaughlin's got the first points of the second half here for the Timberwolves. Jones looking for an opening. There's Green with the 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves trail, and now the Timberwolves on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. That one drops. He ties it up. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And here's Jones. Down low. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded down by Jackson. Prince, the pass to Reed. Now McDaniels to the left side wing. Here's McLaughlin. And there's the second time to finish it off.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2-point, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
The Timberwolves shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. McLaughlin, no good. And here are the Grizzlies. Tillman passes to Green. He kicks it to Jackson. Green breaking loose. Jackson misses. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Outside for Jackson. Jackson missing again. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, Jones. Jackson. That shot off, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
2 minutes.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Back to McDaniel. Shot clock at 4, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Timberwolves have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Austin Rivers comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Noel. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Brooks comes in for Green. Baines checked in for John Concho. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
And Morant gets it to go.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Edwards. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniel. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Takes it inside and finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
And finished off by Morant.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Edwards inside, guarded by Bain.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
There's the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Minnesota calls timeout. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Gobert against Bain. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, boy, you are in for a show.
Bain inside the 3-point line. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson. A second chance effort. 2 free throws. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Edwards passes to Rivers. Russell feeling it out a bit. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Morant throws it down.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Edwards against Morant. Outside Jackson. Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Edwards. Towns wide open. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Brooks right side to tie it up. Memphis the rebound. Jackson passes to Brooks. Here's Morant. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Russell with the drive. Rivers kicks to Gobert. Towns with 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is the guy you want to create for time and time again.
Brooks finds Morant. Bain sets the screen for Morant. Takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards against Bain. Oh, here's Edwards. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The kick out to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Grant. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that hit factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Pass to Russell. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Rivers. Brooks grabs the board. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 4. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Morant with a wide open look. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And a wide open look for Bain. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And timeout called by Chris Finch.
Let's get loud, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From Target Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. Now Morant. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Morant against Edwards. Driving inside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with it. And finished off by Morant.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Out to the right wing. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Adams the pass to Morant. 2 on the clock. Over Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We have seen Morant step up as a leader, wanting to go to the stripe down the stretch.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And here's Edwards. It's Rivers on the wing. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Morant. Edwards can't hit.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Morant against Edwards. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. Gobert with the defensive effort. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. Edwards with another miss. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Now here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Shooting for Memphis.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
That probably didn't anticipate.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
Really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. Outside Russell. Towns a screen on Paul. Pass to Towns from downtown, and he parries his first look.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Paul against Russell. Booker with it. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Russell. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Up top, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. For 3, Booker hits a 3-pointer.
It's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Rivers. Left side, Edwards. Now here's Towns. This one for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. From deep. A shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
First team foul.
Suns on D. Trailing by 5. To the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Paul going inside for 3. Bridges. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Rivers. Outside Russell. Takes a 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here's Bridges. Outside for Booker. Ayton passes to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Minnesota. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. The putback. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Edwards. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside, here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And the shot goes.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
Paul against Russell. And he lobs it up to the rim.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Please give a big round of applause for the Pods.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern. It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Ayton passes to Booker. Back to Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now Russell. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Offensive board. It's good on the putback.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Towns, a screen on Booker. To the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and roll. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Edwards with it. Pass to Rivers. Back to Edwards. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. This team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come. He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards, a pass to Towns. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Consistent shooter like Bridges loves to get openings from the mid-range like that to get his rhythm.
Russell against Paul. Here's Rivers. Left side, Edwards. Paul against Russell. Shoots over Paul. Here's Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Gobert controls the rebound and the putback. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Here's Paul driving in. It's blocked by Gobert. In transition, here they come. And Towns slams it home.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Paul can't get it to go. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Russell against Paul. Pass to Towns for three. Kept alive by Minnesota. Another shot. And Gobert with the nice bucket inside. Gobert's got 12 points in the game.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Such a wide open look.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
And so it's Minnesota.
14. And get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
They've got Taurean Prince, Naz Reid out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin, and it's Noel in at the two-guard spot. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Back to Daniels. Here's the three. Got a piece of it, and they'll get another chance. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Clock at 6. Now here's McDaniels. Goes back up. Noel, that's good. Noel's got his first basket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Noel. Takes the three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Prince. Misses the three. The Suns have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Crowder, the pass to Aiden. To the inside. Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 5 now. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Minnesota.
Both good from the line that time. The Suns have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. And here's Crowder from the arc. Reid with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Outside McDaniels. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Taurean Prince, a big energy guy, and that scoring will bring more of it.
Here's Paul. He's got 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
In transition, here they come. On the wing, Noel.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes.
And it's all from 3-point range. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
And Booker with the jam.
And Jay Crowder moving into the open man.
For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Noel. Launches it. Connects from downtown. Noel's got 5 points in the quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Bridges outside from deep 3-point range. Here's Paul. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Paul's got 7.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's McLaughlin. Fires the 3. McDaniels can't hit. The Suns have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Here's Crowder. And it comes off the front of the rim.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Noel. Let's go with a 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Reed for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Reed's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's a 3 from Paul. Gets the 3 to fall.
Uh-oh, they might have woken up that range from Chris Paul. He's capable from there.
From deep. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Timberwolves ahead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, small forward.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. For 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Rivers. Outside Russell. From deep 3-point range. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix is shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Here's Rivers. Down low, Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Paul passes to Bridges. That one a little long. Timberwolves shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota. The Suns have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Crowder finds Bridges. Now here's Ayton. Paul for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. The 3. And Edwards good for 3.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Bridges against Russell. Pass to Edwards from deep. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Now Towns. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They get it back. Gobert passes to Towns. Second shot opportunity. No good on the shot. The Suns go the other way with it.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Rudy Gobert.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Ayton, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Edwards. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth. The 3. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game.